Welcome students in lecture number 3 from unit number 2. In this lecture we are going to discuss in detail about the technological and the competitive environment. So let's first start our discussion on the technological environment. Technological environment again is one of the important component of the macro factors or the macro environment. While we talk about the technological environment, it refers to the changes that takes place in the methods of the production, the use of the new equipments and machineries to improve the quality of the product. It is the responsibility of the businessman to closely monitor the technological changes that takes place in his industry if he want to survive and grow in the competitive market. Because if the products of any company would be based on the outdated technologies, it is very difficult for that company to survive into the market. So that's why it is now the responsibility of any businessman to look for the updated features, to check about the latest technological developments in his industry. Technological environment includes the methods, techniques and approaches adopted for production of goods and services and its distribution. The varying technological environment of different countries affect the designing of the products. While we talk about the technological changes, mainly the emphasis is given to the industries that are related with the innovative products. Specifically, if I am talking about the electronic products, if I am talking about the products based on the IT, it is very much important for the companies to look for the latest features into their products, because there is a lot of competition in the market. In fact, the companies, those who are going with the latest technological innovations, they are better able to grab the more market share. So that's why technological environment may impact the business in a great sense. If we talk about the recent technological changes of the Indian market, there are a lot of examples to share. For example, digital watches have killed the prospects and the business of the traditional watches. Color TV technology has closed the business of black and white TV. Now it is the fashion of the smart TVs. Even the artificial fabric has taken the market of traditional cotton and silk fabrics. Photocopier and Xerox machines have led to the closure of carbon paper business. There is a shift from steam locomotives to the diesel and the electric engine. Now the fashion is of the word processors, and the typewriter has gone, like there is no custom to use the typewriters, or even very few organizations are there those who are still using the typewriters. So this is all because of the technological upgradation. The technologies are updated, and that's why they have just created a market for the products which are good in terms of the latest features, and that's why it is really crucial for any business to go with the new and the latest technological innovations and the updations into their products. Not only the electronic products we can talk about, even if you will talk about the other products, even if you are talking about the products like groceries, if you are talking about the products like the daily use products, there is a lot of change in the manufacturing and in the kind of the ways or the procedures in which they are manufactured and produced. Even there is a change in their packaging style. So the companies are trying to just compete in the market, and they are trying to do everything great for their product so that to have the good market share. While we talk about the technological environment, following are the features of the technological environment. Technology is changing fast. It is forcing the change on the people, whether they are prepared for it or not. The time gap between idea and implementation is falling rapidly. So like there is a lot of competition into the market, and even there is no time to implement the new ideas. So there is a very short time gap which is given in between the idea and the implementation of the idea. Business leaders are like continuously watching for the changes and the developments. They are exploring the new ideas, so to grab the more market share in the markets. The effects of the technology are widespread. Technology ripples through society until every community is affected by it. Technology is reinforcing in its own. Technology makes technology possible. Technological environment is a complex set of knowledge, ideas and methods. Technological environment is dynamic. You cannot say that whatever the latest features you have used in the manufacturing of your products, that will survive for a long, that will exist for a long period of time. Maybe there would be a very short span of time in which there may be the new features that must be desirable for you to add into your product if you want to survive in the market as a good businessman. So that's why technological environment used to impact the businesses in a great sense, in a great manner. When we talk about the components, factors, elements or constituents of technological environment, we can include the following things. It is all about the innovation. While the companies, those who are working on the new innovations and the new ideas, they have the more market share. The government policies on the technology. Even the government is also introducing the lot of the rules and regulations in relation to the technological upgradations. For example, if there is any government policy on the use of the foreign technology, all the businessmen are required to follow that policy sincerely, because they cannot go against with the rules and regulations of the government or of the nation in which they want to do the business. There is a technological orientation. It is the pervasive part of the work environment now. Like from the largest corporation to the small business, technology orientation is focused, as it reduces the labor cost, it improves the quality and it provides a better customer service also. Most of the companies are spending a huge amount of money on their research and development departments or in their R&D sections, because there is a need to continuously innovate and upgrade the products in which they are dealing. Technology absorption. It is the high time now for most of the companies to absorb the latest technology at a faster rate. Even if you will go with a comparison of the countries, you will find that the developing countries usually absorb the technology at a later time as compared to the developed countries. Obsolete technologies. There is no place for the outdated technologies in the market. The companies, those who are still working with the obsolete technologies, have no place or have no share in the market. So that's why it is really important for any company to go or to come up with the latest innovations and the features into their products. Even there is a lot of competition into the market, and only those who are going with the latest new ideas, innovations or the new product features, only that companies are able to survive into the market. So that's why technological environment is playing a crucial role in all the markets. How the technology is managed, like while we talk about the technology, it may help the companies in reducing the cost of the operations. For example, Dell Computer Corporation, they are using the technology to lower their manufacturing and administrative cost. With the help of the latest technologies, there may be the new product development and there may be the new markets for the companies, those who are dealing into the new innovative products. There may be the adaptation to the changes in the scale and the format. With the use of the technology, there may be the economies of scale in the production, and even there may be the lot of the profits that the companies may gain with the help of the latest technologies. The customer services may again be improved with the implementation of the latest technologies. It is a quick system to give the customer feedback, like the companies may receive the feedback of the consumers and accordingly they may just go with the customer feedback and can do the necessary changes into their services and into their products as per the customer demands. There is a fashion or there is a trend of the continuous development into the technology. The product life cycle is shortened now. It is all dependent on the latest new features and innovations into the products that may work into the favor of the company. So that's why it is really very much important for any company to manage the technology at the earliest. The technology may impact the business in under three heads. The technology may impact the society, the technological upgradations may impact the whole economy, and even the technology may impact the plant. So let us first discuss the social implications. What are the implications of the technology on the society? Technology reaches people through business. People use a great variety of goods and service thanks to the technology only. 50% of the economic growth of USA, UK, Germany, France and Japan has come from technical progress achieved in these countries. Then customers have the higher expectations now. Their expectations are more from all the companies because there are lot of the competitors, those who are there into the market. So customers are expecting the superior quality products free from pollution and more safe to use and more comfortable to use. Even the technological upgradations have created certain kind of the complexities also, like the society is more dependent on the technological upgradations now. If there is any failure of the technology, that may just create the problems into the normal life of the people of the society. Like if there is a failure of power supply, it may cause the problems to the general public. There may be the suspended elevators between the floors, there may be dark streets, dark houses, no TV and radio broadcast. So ultimately it makes the life of the people more complex. So as far as the technology is concerned, now we are more dependent on it, and whenever there is any problem or whenever there is any disturbance in any of the like product or any of the technology in which we are in use, so that disturbs our life also. Even social change, technology helps to iron out social difference. At the same time, it has created the status differences also among the people in the society. Creation of social systems, along with it, technology has brought new words, new food, new dress and new food habits. New society even has been created with the technology. Use and transfer of knowledge and information dominates the work. So there is a new system of the society, there is new social system as per the technology. So this is all the impact of the technology on the society. Technology has also impacted the economy as a whole. Technology has increased the productivity. Earlier the time taken to produce a car was more, but with the implementation of the new and the latest technologies, modern factories are now able to produce 10 seconds or just only take 10 seconds to produce one car with the fewer defects. So we should be thankful to the introduction of the Six Sigma quality programs and to the latest technologies. So productivity has been increased with the new technologies. There is more spending on the research and development by the companies. All the companies are looking for the new features, new innovations and ideas into their products because they want to grab the more market share. The jobs tend to be more intellectual now. There is very less place for the illiterate and unskilled people. Now their jobs have been replaced by the competent worker. There is more demand for the people, those who are intellectual, literate and having good skills. Even the technology has created the structuring problems also. The traditional incentives are not only sufficient to motivate the skilled employees and the individuals. Those who are skilled, their expectations are more from the management now. Technology has created the trend of the managers, those who are multi-skilled. So the companies are looking for the managers, those who are really great, those who are multi-skilled and can do their like jobs in a better form. There is an increased regulations while we are using the latest technologies, and even there is an opposition from the various competitors when any company invites or like introduces the new ideas and the innovations. So there is a lot of disturbance into the market because of this. Whenever we go for any kind of the technology, so there is a demand for the investment of more capital. So again it has created the problems for the small companies because the new technologies calls for the heavy investment. There is a rise and decline of the products and the organizations. Change in the technology and the new technology has destroyed the market for the existing products. For example, black and white TV is out of place now. Now the smart TVs has taken the whole market, has grabbed the whole market. So there is a continuous decline in the outdated products and their sales. So somehow the technology has impacted the organizations to a greater extent. Not only the TV, we can take other examples like the automobiles, we can take the examples of the mobile phones. So there is a change in the product life cycle. It has shortened, the technological upgradations has shortened the life cycle of the product now. There is redefinition of the business boundaries now. Companies may find themselves in a different business due to the technological changes. Sometimes companies are not able to survive into the market because of the latest technological upgradation. So, they are thinking for diversification of their product portfolios. So, this is just because of the technological demands and upgradations. So, these all are the impacts of the technological upgradations and the technological environment on the whole economy. Then the technology and the plant level implications. There is a great connection or a strong connection in between the technology and the organization structure, where the companies use fast changing technology metric structures are common. But the companies, those who work with the small batch technology, they produce the products in the small quantities. So, they work with the the other kind of the organization structures. There may be the mechanistic kind of the structures in that companies, while the companies, those who work on the mass production technology, produces the large volumes of the productions like cars, razor blades, soft drinks. So, they again have the different kind of the organization structure for them. So, it all depends on the kind of the technology. Whatever the technology you have to design the organization structure according to your technology. There is a risk also while we go with the latest technologies, like while we go, there is always a fear of risk. For example, DuPont, Corfam, an intended substitute for the forecasted shortage of shoe leather, they invested $300 million into their venture, but the company abandoned the project in 1971 due to the quality of the raw material and the cost problems. So, there is always a risk associated with the technology. Nobody knows that when the new technology will come and how early it would be an outdated one. So, there is always a risk with the implementation of the new technologies. Even resistance to change. Adapting new technology is expensive and risky. For example, Bajaj Auto Limited, the company claims to be number 2 in the world of manufacturing of two-wheelers, but during the last 2 decades, the company could not develop a self-starting scooter. So, that was a kind of problem or the complexity that was faced by the popular company even named as Bajaj Auto. So, most of the employees are resisting it, like there is a continuous need to upgrade and change the products according to the demands of the society, of the consumers. So, that is why it is creating a complexity and difficulty for the employees to go with the early changes into the product manufacture and all. Like technological upgradation also demands for the total quality management. If the organization want to survive, so they have to continuously innovate and improve the products, and even there is no place for any error. So, again it has created a challenge for the company and the employees. E-commerce and e-business now are more prevalent because with the help of the technology, e-commerce companies are really doing good. Like with the help of the internet, it is possible for the companies now to sell their products online. Even with the advent of the technologies, it is very easy for the organizations to sell their products on the online platforms. So, technology has changed the level or the ways of working totally in most of the companies. There is flexible manufacturing system now. There is an integration of computer aided design. Engineering and manufacturing workers need more training and higher skills now to so that they can compete or they can work with the latest technologies. So, this is all about the implication of the technologies at the plant level. Now, the technology transfer. Technology transfer is also one of the concepts which is related with the technological environment. Technology transfer is also called as TOT, that is transfer of technology. It is the process of transferring skills, knowledge, technologies and methods of manufacturing among governments or universities and other institutions. It is done to ensure that scientific and technological developments are accessible to a wider range of users who can then further develop and exploit the technology into new products, processes, applications, materials or services. So, now it is a trend to transform the knowledge, to transform the technology. If any of the professor has innovated or has come up with the latest technology, so under TOT he used to transform that knowledge to all his colleagues or to even the people or to the general public, those who really are into the need to know about all that latest technology. So, there is a complete like liberty given to the innovators, that if they want to transform their knowledge, or if they want to transfer their skill and knowledge to the like other people, they can do so. There are a lot of the features of TOT. Technology transfer is the process by which technology is disseminated into the large population. It involves communication of relevant knowledge by the transferer to the recipient. It is in the form of technology transfer transaction, which may or may not be legally binding contract. Technology transfer and technology acquisition are the two terms which are normally used interchangeably. Now, how technology transfer process is used by the innovators or by the people, those who have come with the latest technology. First, if any person has discovered something new or the latest thing, he discloses it to the appropriate agencies. Then that appropriate agencies evaluates that formulas or that innovations or that additions or that new ideas. They even check it from the protection point of view, whether they are safe to use. Whatever the new idea or the new discovery or the new technology is claimed by the innovator, whether it is safe to use or not. Then they started marketing it. Then there is a negotiation from most of the companies in the market. If they found it good, so they always want to just purchase, or they always want to have that technology. And then the innovators, because it is their intellectual property, they may provide the license to the companies, those who want to use that latest technology, and then the commercialization of that technology is started. So this is somehow that the technology transfer process works. There may be two types of the technology transfer. It may be the internal technology transfer, it may be external technology transfer. In internal technology transfer, the technology transfer or investments where the control on the ownership and usage of technology always resides with the transferor. You may use that technology, but the ownership will only be with the transferor, will only be with the innovator. So this is the internal technology transfer. But in the cases where the transferor or where the innovator transfers the control of the ownership also to the recipient, so that may be called as the external technology transfer. There may be methods of the external technology transfer, like there may be the collaborative ventures and the strategic alliances among the companies. There may be the licensing agreements, there may be the contracting agreements, there may be the enterprise acquisition. In these cases, like the control on the ownership even transfers from the innovator to the recipient. So this is the external technology transfer. There are advantages and disadvantages of the technology transfer. The technology transfer advantages are as follows. There may be technological leadership. It may benefit the mission of the organization. It may help the companies to grow. Even it may just help the whole nation to economically grow. There may be high productivity of the employees with the latest technologies. It may work as a royal opportunities for any resident, because if the foreign companies likes that new innovations and technology, there are the chances for that innovator to grow, and even along with him there are the prospects for his nation also to have the name and fame. Then there are certain disadvantages of technology transfer. There may be high industry losses, there may be low access to the market capital, there may be inconsistent profits. Like while you transfer your technology, maybe the company, those who was into the receipt of your technology, may again dominate the whole market, and it may be a complete loss for an innovator. So technology transfer is not at all good sometimes, and are not into the favor of the innovators even. Then the next is the competitive environment. While we talk about the competitive environment again is one of the important macro factor that may impact the business. While we talk about the competitive environment, it comes from the term competition. There is a healthy competition in the market, and if the businessman is ready to compete in the market, then there are the chances that they will survive. But if the businessman is not ready to compete, or just to face the healthy competition in the market, so it would be very difficult for that businessman to survive in the market. So that's why competitive environment really plays a great role. It is one of the external factor which is out of the control of most of the businessmen. Again, when we talk about the competitive environment, it depends on the number of the competitors. The more the number of the competitors for any businessman, the more the difficulty for that businessman to survive and grow into the market. If you will look at the fast food restaurants, there are so many competitors, those who are there into the market. And if you deal into the same industry, so it is a challenge for you to survive and grow with all your competitors. You have to be very much proactive. You have to check the strategies of your competitors so that to just grab the more market share from the market. While we talk about the competitive environment, there may be the direct competitors and there may be the indirect competitors. The competitors, those who are selling the same kind of the products in which we are dealing, so they may be called as the direct competitors. For example, McD is a direct competitor with the Burger King. There may be the indirect competitors also. Indirect competitors includes the competitors, those who are manufacturing the products, but they are not the same kind of the products in which you deal in with. Supposingly, let us take an example of the travel industry. There are lot of the substitutes, there are lot of the ways available for traveling. If you take the services, even you can say if you are taking the services of the railways, so there is a lot of the substitutes available for that. The passengers may take the services of buses, they may take the air route, they may take the sea route also. So there may be lot of the indirect competitors even that are there into the market, and the companies are required to make themselves ready for both the direct competitors and the indirect competitors. If you will talk about the smartphones, so there is a lot of competition. The companies like Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus, Samsung, Apple, LG, like lot of the companies are there into the market, and every day there is a new smartphone which is available in the market with the less of the prices. So it has increased a level of the competition for the companies, those who are dealing into the smartphones. While if we talk about the automobile industry, all the good industries, they are just giving the new and the latest models of the cars, and it is now again a kind of a competition that is there into the market, and it has created the like challenge for all the manufacturers of the automobile that they have to just introduce the latest cars with the new innovative features if they want to grab the more market share. Not only the electronic products or even the gadgets we are talking about, there is a lot of competition even into the grocery stores. There is a lot of competition even into the products like wheat. Various brands of wheats are available in the market. So it has created a challenge for the company that how to grab the more market share. So from a very small product to a latest technological product, competition is everywhere, and it has created a challenge for the businessman to just work under this kind of the environment. They always have their eye on the strategies of the other companies. Somehow the competitive environment is good and it is bad also. Like good in terms of like the consumers, whenever there is a healthy competition in the market, it is always favorable for the consumers because they have lot of choices to purchase the products from the market. But somehow it is disadvantageous from the company point of view, like it has shortened the life cycle of the products, and the businessman, they have to just go with the strategies, or they have to just check the competitors policies again and again, because there may be a kind of risk to their business if the competitors come up with the latest or the new kind of the strategies and the policies. So that's why for some people the competition is good, but for some like businessmen, the competition may again create a challenge. When we talk about the competitive environment, for competitor analysis, two concepts are of a great use, that is the Michael Porter 5 force analysis that we discussed in our unit number 1 in detail, and then the competitive strategies. So while if any organization want to study the competitive environment in detail, so they should go with both of these kind of the concepts. When we talk about the competitive strategies, it includes 3 competitive strategies: cost leadership, differentiation and focus strategy. So, that is all about this lecture. Already we have discussed all these concepts in detail in unit number 1, and I believe now the competitive environment is also clear to all the students. In our next lecture, we will discuss in detail about the global environment and the international environment. So, that is all for this lecture. I believe now the students are more clear on the technological and the competitive environment. Thank you. Jai Hind.